And so what I'm coming out with a masterclass to literally show you all the equipment that I use. I'm going to show you every system that I use, from clothing to booking to touring. Here we go. Willie Moe Jr. here. Bruh. You have been on the phone with somebody who had a great idea, but they were scared to go for the idea? Bruh, let me tell you what happened. But wait, make sure you turn on your notifications so you don't miss none of these good messages here. Here we go. So you know the coronavirus got everybody walking around in shambles. So one of the homies, one of the most creative guys that I've ever met in my life, he told me that, man, I'm having some hard time because I don't know what my job gonna do. They done already laid off some people. I still get an opportunity to go, but I don't know what's gonna happen next. So I just listened, because God gave us 2 ears, 1 mouth. He went on and on, just telling me how nervous he was. Now the catch-22 is this guy desires to be a painter. I mean, literally, he paints some of the best pictures I've never seen in my entire life. For years and years, we've talked about him sending his paintings out, maybe putting them in art galleries and putting them on sale. He always told me since he got this little job, he ain't got no time. So after he went on and on and on, I brought the painting business back up to him. I was like, bro, you might well start painting right now while you got this little time if they gonna lay you off. He said, bro, you don't understand though, bro. That's not gonna pay the bills right now. I said, well, hell, don't look like you gonna have your bills paid anyway if they lay you off, because you ain't on salary. Flat out. I explained to him that out of every tragedy, a creation can be created. I told him that life is not happening to you. Life is actually happening for you. I could feel him on the phone getting a little bit more peace. I told him about a guy by the name of John Hetrick, a guy who was driving around the city with his wife and his kids on a Sunday, and he had a car crash. After that car crash, he came out with something called an airbag. He patting that thing, and the next thing you know, everybody got an airbag in their car. Guess what John Hetrick family is now? Rich. My homie on the phone say, bro, that's good, but what that got to do with me? I told him, come here. If you don't just listen to what I'm telling you and be quiet for 2 minutes. I told him about the African-American inventor, Garrett Morgan, a brother who seen firefighters dying from smoke inhalation. He developed something called the safety hood back in 1912, which is considered a forerunner to the gas mask. This need in the earth made him a very, very wealthy man. My homie on the phone started saying, I felt like he was starting to get it then. After talking to my homie, I started to think about you. See, whenever something happens in the earth, whether it's a tragedy, a virus, a big issue, the Creator is always giving us creativity. It's up to us to stay in the Creator's face in His Word so He can continuously pull it out. Just know in this season of life, God wants to download creativity to you. I believe this by faith. There's an invention that He's trying to build through you. There's a new business that He's trying to build through you. There may be a new relationship with your children He's trying to build through this season. This may be time to reconcile your relationship with the one you used to love. You got to know that our God is always up to something. So I don't want you to waste this time. I want you to get laser focused on what you believe God has called you to do. Remember, life is not happening to you. Life is happening for you, flat out. Hey family, listen, I understand that this is a very unique time in history. I remember back in 2008 when I started this ministry, and it was one of the toughest times in American history. Literally a recession that started. I wasn't making any money. It was very, very tough. And that was the time when I picked up a camera and I built a business from my basement that has now sustained my life for the last 10 years. I've now been able to work on radio. I've been able to work on television. I have a flourishing clothing brand. I've sold out a lot of different tours independently. I run my own booking company. I help book other artists. And so I thought to myself, during this season, I want to make sure that other people right now are not worried like I was worried in 2008. I figured if I could get the information out to you, I could make sure that if another tragedy, another issue comes in the earth, that the next time you'll be ready. And so what I'm coming out with a masterclass to literally show you all the equipment that I use. I'm going to show you every system that I use, from clothing to booking to touring. And even if you're not in my field, I believe that there's something to be learned. And so that is going to come out this Monday, depending on when you watch this. I want to make sure that you're able to get in this class, learn during this time, because I believe on the other side of this, God is going to make it creative for you. You're going to create a new business. You're going to create a new entity. You're going to create new relationships. And I believe this class is going to be a blessing for you. So make sure, do me a favor, click the link. If you're watching on YouTube, click the link in this YouTube right down there and just fill out your information. Let me know how I can help you best. If you're watching on Instagram, go into my link tree and click how can I help. put your information in there. If you're watching on Facebook, I'm gonna make sure that I got the link up there. So make sure that you click that link, fill that out. I'm gonna have your information the moment that this masterclass comes out. I'm going to send you the information on how you can get enrolled. I am in a very great situation right now. I'm not stressed. I'm not worried. I don't have issues with anxiety because I was prepared for this moment in time, and I prepared 10 years ago. I'm going to expedite your opportunity by giving you all my little business, all my little information. I'm not holding back nothing because I want you to be able to have these tools so you can take care of your family. So make sure you click those links. I love you. Flat out.